had a general question about the feeling of lost time, um, or being in a race to recapture lost time. And in the waiting periods of life, thinking that you're missing out because, oh, I lost so much time before. I really have to, I have to pick it up now.
I don't actually think this is a human design question.
I guess it would make me, it's like more validating. Yep. Well, of course you feel like that, but this is how to get out of it. Yeah. But okay. Got it.
So let's just dig into it a little bit, Alex.
Okay.
So you're saying you have this sense of that you're losing time or you're behind or you're missing out on things, all of that.
More so that I have lost time, like, how different rites of passage, and you finally, the visceral knowing catches up with the intellectual knowing. And I feel like, okay, I'm sort of in that phase, but it took me 5 decades. So I guess, and there's this inherent sort of race to catch up for the lost time. And I feel that, and I'm a manifesting generator, with the 2034. So not that that has anything to do with this, like you said, but so the answer is yes, I feel like I have to catch up, um, somehow.
So Alex, did you put your chart in you didn't put it in here, did
I'm
you?
not sure. You said in the event, and
Yeah, if you just go to the event page,
oh, okay.
go to the event page and there's comments down at the bottom.
Okay, the event.
And you can just click on the plus sign and then it'll let you upload your chart there.
Okay. Well, maybe, do you want to go to somebody else while I figure that out? Because all I see is the Zoom right now.
Yeah, well, you'll have to navigate to a browser.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I would say is, so having the 3420 is going to give you the sense that you have to be busy. Like you have to be engaged. You have to be busy. Okay. Because it's the fastest, most powerful channel in the chart, right? It takes primary life force energy and sends it directly to the center for articulation, manifestation, and activation. So it's kind of like, and the 34 is known as the busy gate. Okay.
Right.
Do you have an open head or ajna?
Both.
Okay. So those are both pressure centers that can make you feel like with the open head, it's like, I need to be expressing my ideas. I need to be putting it out. And then with the open root, you can feel like your to-do list is never done. And there's this pressure to get things done. And you can't stop until you get things done.
Yeah.
So those are a few things I can say in relation to your chart.
Yeah.
But I want to make a larger cultural comment, which is that, well, actually, let me make a cosmic comment first, which is that I think our relationship to time and time itself is actually changing. That we are living in an accelerated time period when things are changing rapidly and they're changing exponentially rapidly. So it's getting faster and faster and more rapid. So things that used to take a year take less, right? But also things come and go faster. Like they come and they go and they come and they go, right? All of that, the speed, I think, has increased. And so we're all subject to that, right? That's not personal. So there's that piece. Then there is the cultural piece, which is about productivity. Like we need to just be on it so we can be productive. I had a conversation in my Explorers Club group last week where we were talking about something related, which was that came up about, okay, let me hold on. Sorry, I lost my thought there for a second. It was about how we have this tendency, if something doesn't seem like it's going the way that we want it to, or it's not going at the speed that we want it to, that we think we need to fix it so it can go faster, right? This is all a part of a larger worldview that is focused on efficiency, effectiveness, productivity, and profit. So it's important to know what worldview you're buying into when you allow stress to come into your life. Because that worldview is also the worldview that is helping to kill our planet, right? This idea more, faster, more and more and more, faster, 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 consume more, which is so much in the background that we kind of forget that it's there sometimes, and then we're just trying to live our lives, how we're trying to live our lives, not realizing that there's always these pressures, right? And so one thing I would just say to you is to really look at when you start to feel pressures around time, is to just unpack it a little bit and go, what am I in such a hurry about? Where am I trying to get to? Because it's this idea that we're supposed to get somewhere. We're supposed to get ahead, right? What are we getting ahead of? The next person? The people we live next door to? Are we getting ahead of our debt? Trying to get ahead of our debt? We're trying to get, what are we trying to get ahead of? You know what I mean? Because this whole thing about time, speed, faster, bigger, more it's like a drumbeat in our culture that we can all be subjected to. Does that land for you at all, Alex, what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. It's completely, like that sort of masculine linear paradigm that we've been conditioned, and I meaning masculine energy, obviously, but a little bit of the other.
Yeah.
But it does. And I know the answers to some of those questions. It's like, well, what are you in a hurry? Where are you in a hurry to go or to be? And mine is to be, I believe it's hitting to be seen. I am an actress. I've been one. I sometimes working, sometimes not. And I was in theater for 25 years. So I got very used to, I didn't, I guess what I'm saying is there's a wanting to be seen. And then before time runs out, and then also the shame of wanting to be seen so much. So I don't even know if that was tangential, but it's running out of time to have people see me or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think this whole piece, this idea that we're running out of time. I mean, I'll just say, I went away to Costa Rica for a couple of weeks, and I'm investing in a development there. So I was going and checking on that and seeing what it was like to live there. But I just really unplugged, and I came back. And, when you have a break like that, for me, my relationship to all of my kind of normal speed, my normal sense of productivity, my normal sense of time gets disrupted because now I'm in a different environment. I have different priorities. I'm doing different things. And I was just even walking through my house today thinking, wow, I have a really different relationship to time right now. I have a really different relationship to speed and what I think I should be able to do in what amount of time. And I can tell you, Alex, almost everyone, most people that I talk to feel like they're behind. Like this is a cultural norm that people feel. Like if I haven't done it by now, I'm, like you said, well, you just mentioned shame, right? There's shame. Like if I haven't done it by now, what does that say about me? Like we have this idea that there's supposed to be a certain life trajectory. We're supposed to accomplish certain things by certain certain ages and certain life cycles. It's like, if you don't get married by such and such a time, if you don't have kids by such and such a time, if you don't develop your career by such and such a time, if you don't, I don't know, make this much money by such and such a time. These are all external markers of success that we've been heavily conditioned into. And the question I would always say is it true for you? Does it feel right to you? Based on your inner guidance, your inner authority, right? You're manifesting generator, you have sacral authority. According to your sacral, are you behind? It's like if you can dial your what you turn to for truth or for what's real, if you can turn that inside rather than looking out there, because unfortunately in our world, and it's increasing, the messages that we get that are dominant are not generally in your highest good. Mm-hmm. They're generally trying to get you to fit into the story of progress, which I talk a lot about in my book, right? This story of progress, this story of, you're supposed to have your life go a certain way. And if you don't do that, we tend to feel like we've failed or there's something wrong with us. But you have to remember, it's just a story, and certain people really benefit from that story, and most of us do not. We get brought in and trained to think that we should operate that way. And, I've got the gate 34. I don't have the 3420, but I do have the 34 defined in my chart. And it's great for achievement, right? It helps you multitask, helps you be busy, helps you, right? But you also have to watch how it can be co-opted by culture to make you feel like you're not enough, or you're not doing enough, or you're not doing it fast enough. So you got to watch for those parts in your chart that can be susceptible to cultural conditioning that leads you to think about things in ways that aren't actually beneficial for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that land?
That hits. Yeah. Yeah.
Because who's to say it's too late for you to be visible? Who said that? What voice is that?
Los Angeles. I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
but in a bigger set. Yeah.
Los Angeles and New York are two of the most appearance focused place. It's all the external.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You're not going to play a teenager in a movie now. Like that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. That's okay.
Right. That's not going to happen. Okay. That I could say, okay, that's probably true. But, all these other things, is that helpful?
Yes, it's very helpful. And I'll say one more thing, and I know you want to get to other people. If I look empirically at my experience, I do know that is not true, because things didn't really crack open for me in my desired field until I was late 30s, early 40s. So I have proof. I just don't, I'm just not heeding the proof. It's not in my gut yet.
See, and this part is your work, because then you need to update the paradigm that you're going to for truth to be more in alignment with what you consciously choose, rather than the default one that you've been handed. Not just you, all of us. Mm-hmm. We've been handed these things, right? We're handed these default lenses, these default lives, these default ways of operating. And it's up to us to go, do I agree with that? Like, is that really what I would choose? And make a new decision. And this is one of the beautiful things that human design can help us do, because it can be disruptive in that way, to be like, wait a minute. Just because I have the 34 doesn't mean I have to be, or the 3420 doesn't mean I have to, work myself to the bone all the time because I have an open root too, which will never let me stop. Wait a minute. Because this is also what I say too. It's like you have to get a hold of your energy, the powerful energies of your chart. And the 3420 is a very powerful energy. But I'll tell you, I know a number of people who just do this with the 3420. Because they haven't harnessed it and then directed it. They've allowed it to kind of be the way that they operate. It's like, wow, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. I'm not doing anything, but I'm really busy. Right. So you got to watch out for that one. And then that will make you feel like you're losing time.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, that's great.
Because you're really busy, but you're not as focused as you could be. And that is one of the negative, potentially negative, or even just challenging aspects of having a powerful energy like that. All the really powerful energies in the chart all have, or all the really powerful aspects of the chart all have challenges built into them. So this is part of our soul curriculum, is learning how to actually learn how to activate and grab a hold of, embrace, harness, and then direct the powerful energies of our chart, rather than us kind of feeling like, I don't know, there's a lot going on in there. I'm not sure what it is.
Yes, absolutely.